Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Let's take another look here at SUI, see what's going on. We had a second or third bullish backtest of this descending trend line. I don't want to speak highly of this bullish backtest because this isn't like super strong. It's just commonplace with the previous trend line to be retested. However, we've seen too many attempts here and we may see a continuation lower. There's not a lot of volume flowing in this coin and it's not looking super strong. So it's kind of, opening with the obvious here. No shade on your coin, your favorite coin. We'll take a look at some key level supports and resistances today, just so we understand more specifically it's worthwhile taking a trade. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button. I've got a Trading Academy community and signals group as well. Feel free to check that out. I've actually had some pretty good trades going on here recently. We're on a long position right now for Bitcoin, and it's looking pretty solid. So if Bitcoin continues to maintain this current trajectory towards 109, 110K roughly, then we're more likely going to go ahead and see SUI break free. But volume is important, so let's pay attention to that. First of all, from a local liquidation standpoint, 3.6 to 3.8, so 360, 380, those are kind of like the local areas of short liquidation. We also have a specific area at 360 there that's kind of reinforced with the macro, but obviously $4. We're a long ways away from that, not trying to make you think that we're just going to break out and continue higher, but the truth is, volume continues to stay low. We probably won't. That's just the easy way to understand it. But liquidation delta, unlike other coins, hasn't broken bullish or breaking even. We still have more bears than bulls. So once more, that's where volume is going to come into play. When we look at the open interest, we can recognize that 330, more specifically 328, is that local area of open interest, implying there's going to be some exit liquidity if the price comes there. Okay, so we get to 320. Like 325 to 330, that may be a good consideration for a take profit target if you're considering a long, possibly even a short at that level, depending on how the rest of the market's moving. But for right now, if you compare SUI with Bitcoin, it's significantly underperforming, specifically versus other altcoins. I'm not saying it's not doing well in the last 24 hours. It's just in the overall perspective here, big picture, still not great. We're under all three moving averages on the daily. We are under 50 on the RSI. MACD hasn't converged yet. There's no real reason to take a long position with this coin just because it's underperforming. But you could also argue that we're at a double bottom here and that the likelihood of further upside is higher because of that, which is slightly true. But do you take trades based on patterns alone? You don't. And that's exactly why I don't want to recommend a long position just yet. I think it's too early till we get above some of those moving averages on the daily, or specifically here on the 4-hour time frame, the 50 more likely. Those are areas we want to get above before we want to go just take a long position with any confidence. You're basically taking what I call is riding the lightning, where you're basically in a position where you're trying to take a trade and you're forcing a trade. Okay, you don't generally want to do that in situations like this. Now, the 4-hour time frame, we do have some transitional benefit here. We're above all the moving averages on the RSI, as well as the fact that we're over 50 here on the RSI too. That coupled with the MACD converging, there is decent potential we go higher. But this volume is pretty weak, and I don't like that. So unless I see increased volume, I would not want to trade this coin. That's just kind of the key takeaway here. So that's kind of where we're at. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. I mean, obviously, if you're bullish, I'd love to hear why. But at this point, still a little premature to want to go long, especially when Bitcoin, while it is presumably going to continue higher and looking strong, this coin is underperforming versus that, and that's never really a phenomenal sign. Okay, cool. That's kind of what we got there. I hope that made sense. I described it correctly. Make sure you join us over here at Bitunix too, folks. These guys are fantastic. Awesome exchange. Link down below for them. We use them primarily as a community. Last but not least, I got a Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you're not familiar. Check that out as well. And we'll look forward to seeing the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.